So I just got off of Wuwa after playing it for like 6 or 7 hours, and I just had this massive migraine, right? So I went on HSR and I realized I could finally auto battles again. And since I didn't have to use my brain anymore, I started to feel a bit better and decided I might as well make a video on the leaks. Even though my community post I said I wasn't going to do one, I only said that because I thought I'd be on Wuwa all day. However, at this point, I just need to take a break from the game, and I've calmed down a little bit now that I'm on HSR. So, for the first leak, and probably the smallest leak that I'm going to talk about here, apparently we are getting new planar sets in 3.1, and they are going to benefit Tribbie and Mydei. Not Mydei, Casterus. Those are the two who will benefit from the planar sets that release in 3.1. There will be no planar sense for DOT, meaning just because Anoxa is supposedly releasing on 3.2 alongside Casterus, doesn't mean that she's also going to get her own relic set or planar set, right? So do keep that in mind. Tribbie and Casterus will be the ones receiving a buff with a new set of planars in 3.1. And next we have Tribbie information. Now this entire time there's been a bit of speculation with Tribbie, right? There are some people who simply didn't want to pull for her because it's never been leaked that she has any HP scaling with her. And a lot of people are going for either Mydei or Casters, who are both going to be HP scaling DPSs. However, now with the recent leaks, she's actually become significantly more universal in my opinion. So hear me out here. Tribbie currently has HP scaling with skills that scale based on max HP. Basic attacks do damage. The skill creates an aura effect and provides HP scaling damage bonus similar to a Curio in Divergent Universe. Apparently Tribbie's ultimate is comparable to Yun Li or Scepter of the Unknown. After an ally casts their ultimate, Tribbie will trigger an AoE follow-up attack. So it was only recently, like a day or two ago, that we actually got the leaks that she will have a follow-up attack. But now we know even more, which is that she can give damage bonus that scales off of max HP to other characters on the team. So she does benefit HP scalers, it seems. So do keep that in mind. This might be a sign that she might be a best in slot harmony with the Casterus and Mydei duo DPS team, and even possibly just straight up the best harmony for either one of those two, right? And next, we have her buffs include defense reduction, res pen, and damage bonus. Now, we've known this for like the fucking longest, right? We've been known that she's had this in her kit for a long time. However, for the most part, that's all we've known, right? We've never had much of an in-depth into her kit. There's no turn manipulation or attack buff mechanics. Now, for the attack part, I don't think anyone was ever claiming that she'd have attack buff mechanics. However, it was pretty widely known that most of these leakers were saying she had action advance. I truly think there's a decent chance she really did. However, I think they might have just gotten rid of it, right? Like, I think that's what happened. They most likely just got rid of action advance in her kit and just replaced it with the HP scaling instead. And next, we have, without any skill points, its base damage is not high. I think it's talking about the follow-up attack here after using an ult. It is perfectly synergized with the Herda, making it highly compatible by enhancing her energy recharge and stack generation. Tribbie can also function as a general support, offering rare defense shred and res pen multipliers in AoE scenarios. So what they're saying is that this will be the best in slot harmony for Herda without a doubt, and because of the fact that she follow-ups on her ult, or whenever an ally uses an ult, she will be able to generate stacks and as well regen Herda's energy better than any other harmony in the game, making her the best in slot with Herda, right? And they're also saying that in general, she's just a very, very good buffer if I had to guess, she might even be like the strongest buffing harmony in the entirety of the game. However, the only downside she has is that unlike a lot of the new harmonies that we've gotten lately, like Sparkle, Sunday, Robin, she will not have action advance in her kit, it seems. So you're sacrificing action advance for some pretty broken buffs, which honestly, I think that's a fair trade, right? I think that's honestly a very fair trade. Next, we have Mydei. Now, Mydei's is very, very, very interesting, and I'll get into it in a second. A stat monster that scales heavily with HP. He functions as an HP scaling DPS with the potential to reach 30,000 health. Right? That is insane, guys. I'm pretty sure it's damn near impossible to hit like 10k HP on a character in the game currently. So hitting 30,000 is absolutely ridiculous, right? Like, do you even run a sustain with Mydei? I'm truly curious just how this is going to end up looking in the official release or when we get the in-game leaks whenever Fugue's banner ends, right? He will act as an HP tank DPS. Some speculate Mydei may have mechanics tied to the 3 glyphs underneath them, resembling a blade plus design. There is speculation, personal guess, so this isn't like actually from the leakers. This is the person who's receiving info from the leakers having his own guess, that Mydei might have a taunt ability. The 3 glyphs underneath Mydei could also refer to the death immunity and revival ability associated with a 2 sigil system. And then it just says source and credibility. The leaks come from insiders who participated in deep testing. They have been verified to be credible, but deep test results should only serve as a reference. Official content from the test server will take precedence. So what they are saying here is that the sources for these leaks are like 100% trustable. However, things likely will change in the test server, and these current leaks that we just got are for the most part just references for what the kit is going to be like or similar to in the actual game. So you can probably transfer everything that was said right now into their actual testing kits. However, things can obviously change. That's the entire point of the different versions and testing, is that they tweak things and sometimes remove or add things to make a character either stronger or weaker, whatever they want, right? So I forgot to add this. I think some people might be confused by the whole sigil talk at the end. Basically, what that guy was saying is that he's assuming that Mydei may be able to just die and revive himself. So basically, in the lore of Honkai Star Rail, I believe Mydei is immortal, right? He cannot die. It's one of these so-called flaws that he has as one of the Chrysos heirs or whatever it's called. So he just cannot die. He cannot kill himself. No matter what, he is immortal. So that's what this guy who's receiving leaks is speculating, is that he might just kill himself at some point, right? Like once the 30k HP completely depletes, he'll just kill himself, and then he'll revive himself literally right after, meaning he cannot die. So Mydei might possibly be a DPS that you could run completely sustainless, as he's essentially immortal, all depending how it goes in testing though. So yeah, just wanted to add this in the video real quick. Back to the original video. And next, the last leak real quick, as I mentioned earlier, Zulu means dewdrop, the abundance path buff in simulated universe. So I was actually wrong, sorry. It's not a Curione divergent universe, but it's actually the path buff in simulated universe for abundance characters. So those are the leaks that we got. Tribbie is now most likely gonna benefit HP scaling DPSs such as Castris or Mydei. She's gonna be the best in slot for the Herda, and she might even just straight up be the best buffer in the entirety of the game by sacrificing action advance for those buffs. And Mydei seems like he's gonna be an absolute tank of a DPS with significantly more health than anyone else in the game by a complete mile, right? So it's really, really going to be interesting. I truly didn't expect them to go down this route. I for sure thought after I saw like those double sustain, that double sustain comp that the leakers were using to test it, that they weren't really going to have all that much HP. However, Mydei has a shit ton. So it's either one of two things. Either he basically never dies, which is one of the guesses, or the other guess is he drains so much HP that he literally needs 30k health in his kit. So I'm really curious just how insanely 30k health is going to scale for an HP DPS, because that's an insane amount of health, way more than anyone else we have in the entirety of the game, and it's not even close. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have a good day, have a good night, peace.